Fiber is suddenly everywhere. Fiber bowls, fiber bars, fiber powders, chia pudding, bean salads, gut health cereals. The internet has discovered the nutrient most people ignore for years. But before turning fiber into another competition, ask a better question. What does fiber actually do? Ask the simple question. If your body cannot fully digest fiber, why would fiber matter? That sounds like a contradiction, but the answer is fascinating. Fiber is a part of plant food that passes through differently, shapes digestion differently, and can feed systems your body depends on. Fiber is a type of carbohydrate, but it does not behave like sugar or refined starch. Your body does not fully break down and absorb fiber in the same way. This is why calling all carbohydrates the same thing creates confusion. Fiber is one of the most misunderstood carbs. Plants use fiber as structure. Think of it like scaffolding, walls, and framework. When you eat plant foods, some of that structure enters your digestive system. It changes the speed, texture, movement, and behavior of the meal as it travels through the gut. One type is soluble fiber. It dissolves in water and can form a gel-like substance. That gel can slow digestion and change how quickly nutrients arrive. This is one reason oats, beans, apples, peas, and other fiber-rich foods often feel more satisfying than refined snacks. Another type is insoluble fiber. It does not dissolve in water the same way. It can add bulk and help move material through the digestive tract. Think of it as structure that helps keep the digestive conveyor belt working more normally. Your digestive system is not a trash can. It is a living transport system. Food enters. Nutrients are absorbed. Water is managed. Waste is formed. Fiber changes the environment inside that system. It influences movement, texture, timing, and microbial activity. Inside your gut lives a community of microorganisms called the gut microbiome. These microbes are not decorative. They interact with the food you eat and the environment inside your intestines. Fiber is one of the major reasons plant foods can affect this inner ecosystem. Some fibers can be fermented by gut microbes. That means microbes can use them. Your body cannot digest every fiber directly, but your gut ecosystem may still respond to it. The surprising lesson is simple. Sometimes you eat for yourself, and sometimes you are feeding the community inside you. When gut microbes ferment certain fibers, they can produce compounds called short-chain fatty acids. You do not need to memorize the chemistry. The useful idea is that fiber can become part of a signaling system between food, microbes, gut lining, metabolism, and inflammation-related pathways. Fiber can slow how quickly carbohydrates are digested and absorbed. This can help the blood sugar response after a meal become less abrupt. The point is not that fiber erases glucose. The point is that the same carbohydrate can behave differently when it arrives inside a structured, fiber-rich food. Compare an apple with apple juice. The apple contains fiber, structure, chewing, and water. Juice removes much of that structure and can deliver sugar more quickly. The body is not only responding to sugar, it is responding to the package that carries it. Fiber-rich foods can help meals feel more filling. Beans, lentils, vegetables, oats, fruit, and whole grains often require chewing and take up space. This does not mean fiber is a magic weight loss button. It means food structure affects appetite and satisfaction. Some soluble fibers can help reduce cholesterol absorption. Think of the gel-like material as changing the traffic inside the digestive tract. It is not a miracle cure, but it is one reason fiber-rich eating patterns are linked with heart health benefits. Fiber can support regular bowel movements, but water matters too. Adding fiber without enough fluid can make some people uncomfortable. Digestion is not only about adding one ingredient. It is about building a system that moves well. Here is where fibermaxxing becomes risky. If a little more fiber helps, the internet assumes a lot more must be better. But digestion does not like sudden extremes. Too much too quickly can cause gas, bloating, cramps, constipation, or diarrhea. Think of your gut like a training system. You would not go from zero exercise to a marathon overnight. Do not go from low fiber to enormous bean bowls, chia pudding, fiber powder, and raw salads in one day. Increase gradually so the gut has time to adapt. Beans are powerful foods. They provide fiber, protein, minerals, and slow digesting carbohydrates. But if your body is not used to them, beans can also produce gas. That does not mean beans are bad. It means your digestive system may need a slower introduction. Chia seeds can be fiber-rich, but they absorb liquid and expand. That is useful when prepared properly. It becomes less comfortable if someone suddenly eats large amounts without enough fluid. A trending food still has physical properties. A fiber supplement can be useful for some people in specific situations, but it is not the same as a varied plant-rich diet. Foods provide fiber plus vitamins, minerals, water, texture, flavor, and different plant compounds. Powder is a tool, not the whole garden. The food industry notices every trend. Soon, fiber appears on packages that look more like desserts than meals. A high fiber label does not automatically make a product healthy. Read the full label. Notice added sugar, sodium, calories, and the overall food pattern. Whole foods make the fiber conversation easier. Lentils, beans, oats, berries, vegetables, fruit, nuts, seeds, and whole grains bring variety. The body receives more than a fiber number. It receives a complex food matrix. Your gut ecosystem may benefit from variety. Different plants bring different fibers and compounds. The goal is not to eat every plant on Earth by Friday. The goal is to widen the pattern gradually. Add colors, add legumes, add whole grains, add seeds, add herbs. Fibermaxxing should not become another way to fear carbohydrates. Beans are carbohydrates. Oats are carbohydrates. Fruit contains carbohydrates. Vegetables contain carbohydrates. The lesson is not carbs are bad. The lesson is that food structure and quality matter. Some people eliminate carbohydrates and accidentally eliminate fiber-rich foods too. That can make the diet less varied and harder to maintain. Individual medical needs can vary, but the general public should not confuse carbohydrate fear with good nutrition. Some people have sensitive digestive systems. Conditions such as irritable bowel syndrome can make certain fibers or fermentable carbohydrates harder to tolerate. The answer is not to declare all fiber good or bad. The answer is individualized guidance and careful testing. People with inflammatory bowel disease, bowel narrowing, recent gut surgery, swallowing problems, or other medical conditions may need specific advice about fiber type and amount. A viral fiber challenge is not a treatment plan. Health context changes the rules. When increasing fiber, increase fluid appropriately. Fiber and water work together inside the digestive tract. Dry advice creates dry problems. A practical routine includes both plant foods and hydration. Add fiber gradually, one new habit at a time. Add berries to breakfast. Add beans to a meal. Choose oats. Switch to whole grains. Add vegetables to a dish. Slow change may look less exciting, but the gut often prefers it. Chewing matters more than people think. A giant salad swallowed quickly is different from a meal eaten calmly. Digestion begins before food reaches the stomach. Slow down. Chew. Let the body process the signal. A daily target can be useful, but tracking can become obsessive. If fiber becomes another number to fear, the health habit is turning into stress. Use numbers as guides, not as judges. The gut does not need a perfect report card. Your bathroom pattern provides information. Constipation, diarrhea, pain, urgency, blood, or major changes deserve attention. Fiber can help some patterns and worsen others depending on cause. Do not self-diagnose every digestive issue from a trend. Seek medical advice for blood and stool, unexplained weight loss, severe abdominal pain, persistent vomiting, anemia, fever, or a major ongoing change in bowel habits. A fiber challenge should never delay proper evaluation. Try a realistic 7-day experiment. Add one fiber-rich food each day. Drink water. Walk after meals. Do not add 5 powders at once. Notice digestion, fullness, energy, and comfort. The goal is not maximum fiber. The goal is a better pattern. A practical plate can be simple. Add vegetables. Include beans or lentils when tolerated. Choose whole grains where practical. Add fruit. Include protein and healthy fats. Fiber works best as part of a complete meal, not as a lonely number. Fiber does not need to be expensive. Beans, lentils, oats, brown rice, frozen vegetables, apples, carrots, peas, and whole grain options can be affordable. Do not let luxury wellness branding hide the fact that basic foods can be powerful. The fiber trend will sell you products. Gut reset powders, fiber gummies, detox blends, microbiome cleanses. Ask the Feynman question. What problem is this solving that ordinary plant foods cannot begin to solve? Expensive does not mean essential. Here is a Feynman test. Can you explain fiber in one sentence? Try this. Fiber is a part of plant food your body does not fully digest, but it can shape digestion, feed gut microbes, slow nutrient delivery, and support regularity. Do not turn fiber into another extreme. Meet your needs. Build gradually. Choose varied plant foods. Drink water. Respect sensitive guts. Get medical help when symptoms persist. The goal is not to max out a number. The goal is to support the system. Your gut is eating what you cannot digest. That is the strange beauty of fiber. It is not just roughage. It is structure, timing, fuel for microbes, and a signal to your digestive system. Stop chasing the trend. Build the habit. Feed the system wisely.